Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus NXT. This is from February 24th, 2021. They went up against a very good Dynamite show, but a Dynamite show that didn't have a lot of spectacular new stuff, but a lot of stuff to set up future shows. How's NXT going to do? Well, the shows have been booked much more solidly with a nice spice of stuff that is compelling and interesting. They've thrown in the mix, taking a few chances as far as trying some comedy stuff, some kind of unusual stuff with Zia Lee. So we shall see how the show is. Actually, I'll just go ahead and tell you. My general impression, very good, and a couple really memorable spots. And I thought using the overrun to advance the angle with Adam Cole and all of that was incredibly well done. Really pro, and has set NXT up for a number of good things coming down the road. They're not hot-shotting much of anything, and I think it's the right call for the long term, though they're going to just have to suffer because AEW's just double barrel and moved past them. I would just love it if NXT was on a different night, but it is what it is. We still get to watch and enjoy it, most certainly. So we open up with a video package to hype up Karrion Kross versus Santos Escobar in a non-title no DQ match. Very strange to have the non-title and the no DQ stipulation, but it is what it is. And they certainly got mileage out of that with some really spectacular stuff at the end there. We're at the Performance Center. Wade Barrett, Beth Phoenix, Vic Joseph, really good commentary team. Right now, quietly, almost every show has a very good commentary team. That's worth pointing out. We got Johnny Gargano against Dexter Loomis. So Gargano is the North American champion, but I guess there isn't a title on the line. They're doing a lot of non-title stuff, which I find very odd. I do like that the title holders are involved in big shit. At the end of the day, though, Gargano fades to the silence submission finisher, and Loomis gets a non-title win. There we go. So Regal's out in the back parking lot. He tells the cameraman to tell Karrion Kross to come see him when he arrives. So Barrett, by the way, is a remote correspondent tonight. Get a video package on the Tag Team Classic winners, MSK. We're going to hear from them tonight, apparently. Shotzi Blackheart being in that Burger King commercial is pretty awesome. It's really good. It's really great. Back from the break, Mackenzie Mitchell's with MSK in the backstage area. So she brings up their title shot that's going to happen against the NXT champions, Birch and his partner. But they're attacked out of nowhere by the grizzled young veterans. Grizzled young veterans leave them laying. We got Tyler Rust versus Leon Ruff, which never really happens because Swerve attacks Ruff on the way to the ring and beats him up. Cool. So we got William Regal telling newcomer Zoe Stark she gets to face NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai in a non-title match tonight. The match happens. Boy, gave Stark a whole lot. At the end of the day, Io Shirai wins, but it's definitely one of those where let's see if we can make Stark a player right away. And certainly did the trick. They both looked great in this one. Yeah. So, sorry. Storm says that she kicked off Shirai's head last week and she's not doing anything about it. Shirai pinned Mercedes Martinez at TakeOver because she can't beat Storm. Shirai says she'll fight Storm any place, anytime, that kind of cliched nonsense. So Storm tells Shirai to go find Regal and prove her wrong, that Shirai is afraid and can't beat her. But Shirai gets goaded into accepting the title match. Cool. So Mackenzie steps away in the back, but Gargano's in a hurry so they can leave before Dexter Loomis gets to them. We get a brief video on Zia Lee versus Casey Catanzaro. We go to commercial. We got Cameron Grimes outside with a basketball. Silliness. Grimes approaches a few people for the basketball challenge. He's kind of trying to do the $1 Million Man thing. The woman he approaches is a WNBA player turned developmental talent, Anriel Howard. She dribbles. He tries to kick the ball away, but she keeps it going and wins his money. Zia Lee versus Katie Catanzaro. Like I said about the comedy stuff and it's Grimes' new character, I mean, they throw a little spice in the mix, and I'm here for it. This match is brutal, and it ends with a referee stoppage as Lee just fucking going after that knee, and the referee just stops it, which feels like the right move. The officials hit the ring to check on Casey. Carter also checks on her. Brutal stuff. It's good. William Regal walks back out to the parking lot. Karrion Kross has not arrived yet. We get a reminder. So next week's match is going to be Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler as their prize for winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament, women's side of it. We're going to have the Grizzled Young Veterans against Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. Back to commercial. So Cameron Grimes is in the parking lot ranting about how this isn't over. He still has the basketball. So another developmental talent is starting the dribble challenge, and Grimes drops him with a right hand. He's yelling about money buying happiness, or not buying happiness, or something. So he throws a bunch of money in the air. Killian Dane and Drake Maverick against Grizzled Young Veterans. A good match, but it's what it should be. The Grizzled Young Veterans win this one. Black SUV pulls up. But it's Legado del Fantasma. And we go to commercial. So we get a promo for the NXT UK show happening tomorrow with the tag champions, who are Gallus, I believe, are going to defend against Pretty Deadly. Killian Dane, is carrying Drake Maverick into the trainer's room. Doesn't want to speak. Imperium's Alex Wolf walks up and asks, "What is this?" He says, "Dane used to be a monster." Oh, that's an interesting little twist that we're having there. Now we get the no DQ match, Karrion Kross against Santos Escobar. It's a very good match, and I thought the finish of basically putting Escobar through the table with Saito. I got a nice little screen capture for you to look at while the audio goes here. Really brutal through the announce table. It's so good. Gets him back in the ring, hits another Doomsday Saito suplex, and then big forearm to the back of the head and covers him for the win. Boy, strong. They are booking Karrion Kross strong, and they pose. He and Scarlett. Really looks good. So Adam Cole, before that, we got LA Knight, right? NXT's his game. He's going to debut when he feels like it. Hits that catchphrase, "It's not an insult, it's a fact of life." So Adam Cole comes out to the Undisputed Era's theme. The long and short of it is he and Roderick Strong kind of go at it verbally. Finn Balor comes out, wants to fight with Adam Cole. Long and short of it, he catches Finn Balor slipping a little bit after he drops Strong, and then he hits him with the super kick and lays him out. Then we have a nice moment of Strong and Cole reuniting, but Cole low blows him. Wow. And that's where we are. So NXT setting up for the future very nicely. Really good stuff. Not having pay-per-views to constantly promote on NXT definitely helps them out. They get to space things. They get to take their time with things. They get to take chances. They get to have stuff that's just character development. So a really good, solid show with NXT. I'll be curious to see how the numbers stack up because they got a lot closer than they have in a long time last time. So we'll see if the momentum for NXT can continue to increase. This has been Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling.